Chem's Cham's existence in Scripture. According to the Scriptures, Cham, the son of Noah, is a real historical figure. Genesis 10:6-20 outlines the descendants of Cham, known as the Khemites, who became the ancestors of nations such as Egypt, Mitsrayim, Cush, Ethiopia, Libya, and Canaan. These descendants were integral in the development of early civilizations. Cham is one of the three sons of Noah who repopulated the earth after the flood. Genesis 9:18-19. This lineage is essential because Yahweh's covenant with Noah extended to all his sons, including Cham, the curse of Canaan, Ham's son. While there is no direct curse on Cham in Scripture, there is a curse on Canaan, his son. After Cham dishonored his father Noah. Genesis 9:20-25, Noah proclaimed a curse on Canaan. Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be to his brothers. Genesis 9:25. This curse shaped the future of Canaan's descendants and played a role in the later conquest of the Promised Land by the Israelites. Why we can't locate Ham's body? The question about Ham's body reflects a broader truth: our disconnection from many ancient ancestors and historical details. The Scriptures and the lost books reveal that Yahweh's people would face confusion and a loss of identity due to disobedience. In Deuteronomy 28:36-37, Yahweh warned that if his people forsook his covenant, they would be scattered and lose knowledge of their heritage. Yahweh will bring you and the king whom you set over you to a nation which neither you nor your fathers have known, and you shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations where Yahweh will drive you. This prophecy speaks to a spiritual and historical disconnect that the children of Israel, and by extension, those from the lineages of Noah's sons, would experience. Yahweh cursed the people for not following his commands, causing them to forget who they are and their history. This curse includes the inability to trace back all genealogical details, including those of Cham, lost books and further insights. The Book of Jubilees, part of the lost books, provides additional insight into the division of the earth among Noah's sons after the flood. According to Jubilees 8:12-21, Ham's descendants were given specific territories, including the region of Khemite Africa, and it is from these regions that the ancient civilizations, such as Khemite Mitsrayim, Egypt, arose. The lost books, such as the Apocrypha, speak to the consequences of forsaking Yahweh's ways. For example, 2 Esdras 2:7 describes how Yahweh's people would forget their true heritage. Let them be scattered among the heathen. Let their names be blotted out from the earth. This scattering and loss of identity is directly tied to the question of why we cannot locate Ham's body or verify every ancient story through modern means. The role of Egypt, Khemite, Mitsrayim. As for Egypt, Khemite, Mitsrayim, they were indeed advanced in the art of mummification and preserving their dead, but this was done primarily for their kings and notable figures. The ancient Egyptians did not preserve the bodies of every individual, and there is no indication that Cham himself, as a forefather, was ever mummified. Egyptian records were also centered around their own kings and deities, gods, not the biblical figures that we hold dear. Additionally, Egypt's understanding of history was centered around their deities, gods, and the pharaohs, so we cannot expect them to verify the existence of Cham in their records because they took over the land. However, the Scriptures make it clear that Ham's descendants played a significant role in the formation of Khemite. Restoration of truth in the last days, the loss of identity, and the scattering of Yahweh's people are part of the punishment for disobedience. However, the Scriptures also promise a restoration of truth in the last days. In Ezekiel 37:21-23, Yahweh declares that he will gather his scattered people and restore them to their rightful identity. Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. This promise reminds us that, though the historical details of Cham, Ham and his lineage may be lost to us now, Yahweh will eventually restore the truth of our heritage and his divine plan. In conclusion, for seekers of the truth, the inability to locate Khem's Cham, Ham's body, or verify every ancient story is part of Yahweh's divine plan. The scriptures tell us that due to the disobedience of Yahweh's people, we have lost much of our history and identity. However, through the covenant and the promises of Yahweh, we are called to focus not on what has been lost but on the truths of the scriptures and the prophecies of restoration. The ancient Egyptians were skilled in mummification, but their records and practices do not negate the biblical truth of Khem's Cham's Ham's existence and role in history. Let us continue to seek Yahweh's wisdom, knowing that in due time all will be revealed as part of his divine plan.